and then I'll give you the chocolate. So in essence, they're getting full on something that's good for them. And then
yeah, I get her point about yogurt. I'm not as strict with that. I do everything's organic because I want to avoid all the pesticides and glyphosates and all that nonsense. But my kids don't drink milk. They had breast milk, and then we just phased out of that. None of my kids drink milk. If you can get whole raw milk, depending on your state and the legalities, you got to check that. I do like whole raw milk for a lot of reasons. Goat's milk too is closer to human milk, so it's easier for them to digest. Don't like the pasteurization. You're just drinking dead milk. There's no real benefit to that, and I think that is what creates a lot of these dairy allergies and dairy intolerances. Now, dairy and gluten intolerance is common, but when they started doing, the factory farms and spraying the wheat with glyphosate, you saw all those intolerances, and I think this was in like the 80s, 90s, explode. So if you can get whole raw milk, great. Find a local dairy farmer, and then I'm all for that. Yogurt, my kids do have some yogurt. Totally agree with her on sugar. Be careful which yogurts you get. You want to get the ones where it's like 4 or 5 ingredients. You'll see a little bit of sugar, and then they'll get some probiotics with it. If you look at your yogurt and there's like 40 ingredients and it looks like it's a chemistry assignment, don't get it. That's not the yogurt you want. So I'm okay with a little bit of yogurt. You don't want to go crazy, and I'm okay with milk as long as you get, you want to try to get whole raw milk or find a local farmer or organic. Then it's much better for you. And some people do just have a dairy intolerance, but you'll see a lot of those not happen or go away if you get good quality whole raw milk, or try goat's milk too as well. So again, I don't hate milk. It's just how lots of the big corporations, what they're doing with it nowadays, has made it very hard for a lot of people to digest and to assimilate. So long story, yeah, sugar, avoid sugar like crazy. There's no, sugar will suppress the immune system instantly. So if your kids just constantly got this cough or whatever, the runny nose, get them off all sugar. All sugar. That too, I'll avoid a lot of times yogurt or dairy in those situations for a few days until my kid gets back over it, and then they can have it again. Because there is a lot of good with good healthy milk. You can get protein and some things that are really nice, and it's like I like cheese, good healthy cheese that doesn't have all the preservatives and nastiness that comes from the factory farm with how those animals are treated. But if you can find a local farmer, and they don't have to necessarily be organic, if they are great, but they don't have to be, and they can even have a big farm. The key is just the cows going outside, moving, getting some sunlight, getting some water, eating some grass. You do want them to be grass-fed or predominantly grass-fed cows. That's really important. But yeah, so kind of a long video here. But yeah, sugar's terrible. You want to minimize the amount of sugar going into your kids' bodies. You have to look at it like a drug essentially, and so you want just very little bits of it. Yogurt, just get good quality yogurt where you can read the ingredients, and then it's fine. And then again with milk, whole raw milk if you can, or a local farmer. And then without all the pasteurization and all of that. And then I'm in favor of that too, unless you happen to have an intolerance, then just don't do it. But a lot of people, if they get the right stuff, will be fine. And then that's great.